Alrighty, welcome to Gordon's Garage. We've got us a early model square body. I'm just now seeing it for the first time this morning. And the bed looks pretty good. It's under this rough right here. Some dirt under there, but not looking too bad. Got some rust here. I'm seeing a new fuel tank under there, so somebody's already been messing around with it. Looks like all the glass is good. Custom Deluxe 10. 5 lug wheels, round lights. So that's got to be early. Can we find under the hood here? We got a typical small block Chevy, old Rochester carburetor. Let's see if we can get us a year. Oh, I might have a light of some kind. Well, we'll come back to that. Somebody put them some flashing in there. There's a little small radiator in there. Undersized radiator. Only have the upper shroud. Lower shroud is missing. So we've not heard it run. We're going to do a will it run on it, see if we can get it running. And naturally we'll lower it. And just whatever it takes to get it on the market. It is going to get a paint job, this one, so we'll send it over to get painted before it gets lowered. We're not. Power steering's hanging off of it. Missing the power steering bracketry. An Edelbrock intake on it. That's a sign it's probably been swapped to a 350 or something like that. Edelbrock HEI. That's probably an older style carburetor that would have been on it than would have been on it in 1980. I got some new shocks. You can see. Was an AC truck. Looks like the AC's missing. Everything's missing. What's the inside look like? You got... Yeah, seat looks good. Dash is cracked up. We'll have to put a dash pad on it. And but all the interior looks not too bad. I don't see any power steering bracketry. Unless it's in the truck cab somewhere, we'll have to look and see. So on this one, we have a starter that has not been wired yet. We have engine mount bolts that are not sticking all the way through. There's an engine mount bolt that is missing the nut. All the transmission bolts are not in it. It does have a new transmission in it. No vacuum to the modulator, no drive shaft. Some exhaust connectors here need welded. Somebody has put some kind of engine in it. Who knows what it is? It's not locked up. I did turn it by hand. So I guess the first thing I need to do is get the starter wired. All right, so on this 80, we are missing the wiring harness. It comes out of that fuse block there. that feeds the starter and the alternator and distributor and everything. So for now, I've got the starter wired up and the HEI wired up, all to our remote starter switch. So the motor does turn over. We do have spark. So this thing should run. I won't crank it today, but it do run. All right, so we've got our spark plug wires all wired, and hopefully we've got it timed and we've got it turning over. Sounds in time, sounds like something's gonna happen. We're gonna pour some through fuel in it, and we got vacuum leaks all over the place, so it ain't gonna run good. I just wanna hear it bust some gas. Well, we heard it bust gas, didn't we? Busted it up. Busted some gas. All right, here we go. All right, gourd right ahead. Gourd ahead. All right. Oh, you know what's going on?
You're losing your power to
Because
your
I've
coil.
got the HEI hooked into here too.
So you're losing your coil.
So I got pink HEI.
Yeah, you need to hook it directly
Yeah,
right there.
that's what's going on. It's like, dang, that's suspicious. Every time he lets off that button,
It quits.
very suspicious behavior.
That one up directly into your battery.
Now she's gonna sing a song.
It's gonna bust something up.
Sing
here.
us a song, you're the piano man. All right, gourd ahead. Gourd ahead.
Let's put some of that fuel in it so it don't blow up in your hand. There you go. You ready?
Yep. All right.
That's all she needs
Yeah,
to
that's
do.
all I need to hear because the
She'll
transmission's dry.
Run.
And we got vacuum leaks all over the place. So, very good.
We've got a wire deletion system.
So, on our 80, what is this? Custom Deluxe C10. We do have a new engine harness complete. Since we were missing our engine harness, I'm just gonna check and see if it's the right harness, which it appears to be. It does appear to be correct. So, yeah, we'll get that installed. I'm not going to completely install that today. I don't have time, but I just wanted to make sure that's right so we don't have to reorder anything. So we've got that, and then we've got our body panels sitting around to be replaced. Skins. Mike will do that. And cab corners and skins and all that. And we'll get this thing to paint. I am starting to lose track of what's going on around here, but this is the 1980 Custom Deluxe that we're putting back together. If you remember, it came all in. Everything was unhooked under the hood and missing the wiring harness. We did get a new engine harness, and I'm wiring it all up right now. That's what I'm doing. And Mike has got all of the sheet metal work done, and all his patches done. And this one, as soon as I get all the wiring done and get this thing where it'll crank and move on its own, we'll send it to paint. On this 80, I believe we got everything wrapped up. As far as we're going to get it wrapped up, for now we're waiting on our drive shaft. The power steering bolted up, found a bracket for that. We got our our throttle cable in. We realized we didn't have a throttle cable or a fuel pedal, so we had a spare part Suburban up there that had the right parts, so we got that done. And just everything, we got the new wiring harness put in, and it did crank and turn over and pop. Of course, we're not pulling fuel up to it yet. Can't really run it yet because we can't put transmission fluid in it yet. So, getting there. Jessica's drilling me a hole in this bracket. It's got to go. I'm making a little bracket because my dipstick, oh, that's for another job. Well, we have so many square bodies. Actually, I'm with Never Satisfied this week, as I many times am. We have square body, I don't know if you want to call it square body heaven or square body hell. But we've got the square bodies. There's two there waiting to be lowered. There's one up under there that's already lowered. It came to us with running issues. It's got a stuck valve or something. Let's see, there's one right there in front of my truck waiting to be lowered. We got one up on the lift waiting to be lowered. Square body Suburban that we already lowered, did a notch kit on, but it has shifting problems. 700 R4 cable's not adjusted right, so I'm gonna deal with that this morning, as well as start the notch kit and the axle flip on this square body. This one here's actually been LS swapped. The blow off valve there. We'll get up under that thing a little bit later and under the hood of that, and I'll show you what's going on. And then it's actually around front here, another square body waiting to be lowered. Mike's already done the metal work on that. I was doing a Will It Run video. And let's see what else we got in here. Yet another square body waiting to be lowered. What's going on with this one?
Still working on the column.
Rebuilding the column.
Yep. I'm having some trouble with it.
I'm sure.
Yep.
They're troublesome. So this Suburban here, I don't remember what year it is. I ain't good with years. Let me see. It is a 1986, 5.7 liter, supposedly. You never know. Like I say, you never know with these old ones. I mean, this thing's got a very old carburetor on it. This dates way back before 1986. It's got the old heat riser style choke on it. And it doesn't have the right bracketry for the throttle and the TV cable, which is crucial in shifting the 700 R4. So this thing, though it runs really good, it looks good. When it came to us, the interior was just in shambles. So it got a new headliner, it got new seats in the front, new seat covers, and had to put a bunch of it back together. And it is a nice truck, but it don't shift right. It's just real goofy to drive. So we've got to see if we can get that cable adjusted right. It may be something wrong with the transmission, but I think what I'm going to do with all these square bodies is just do like a quadruple feature and just feature all of them in the same video. As you guys have seen me lower these square bodies a dozen or more times now. I hate to just keep producing the same, basically the same content every time, just a different truck. I hate to keep doing that to you. So we'll get these all out of our way. This one here is a really nice truck. It's not for sale. Somebody already owns it. Somebody already loves it. But it's just got a little small block Chevy in it. It pops when you rev it. So I think they actually put some lifters in it because it had some stuck lifters or something and bent some push rods, number 3 and number 7 from what I understand. And we're going to see what we can do with that. I can hear the rocker arms tapping on that side, so they probably just didn't get the valves adjusted right. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, this one, I don't even remember what year it is. It's got a new tank in it. Pretty good shape underneath. It's not rotting anywhere. The body's a little beat up, but it's a solid truck. It's had the LS swap. I guess that's either the 4L60 or 4L80 transmission in it. As you can see, that is the LS engine. They have used the proper engine mounts, it appears. The air compressor down here, which they don't have a belt on that, so they're not running AC. But yeah, this one is supercharged, or turbocharged, sorry. And once we let this down, I'll give you a sneak peek under the hood. That's actually a GMC truck. If the grill is properly representing. All right, we're in the Suburban. Going to go take it for a little test drive and see if we can get this thing to shift right. I've made some adjustments. I mean, what were they thinking back in the 80s? You can't even get your coffee cup down in that cup holder. I got coffee here I need to drink. All right, here we go. I just want to start having a little more fun with my videos instead of being so instructional. Most of my videos I've tried to be very instructional, which I want to do that still. I don't want to be teaching anybody anything wrong. But at the same time, we do some things around here that's not considered right. I mean, you know, when you're working on hot rods and stuff, sometimes you just got to make some things up and hope for the best. We don't put anything unsafe out on the road, that's for sure. Or in my opinion, we don't. You guys have probably seen me do things that you think is unsafe. Traffic around Christmas time gets bad in areas. It's a whole week till Christmas, but it's like everybody's out on the road. Well, we're just tootling along in this Chevrolet, and this is shifting right. Got to have that TV cable right in about the right position, or it's not going to shift right. It's going to shift either way too high or way too low. But I've got that thing just in the right place, I guess, because she's moving along, going through 1 through 3 real nice, and then slipping into overdrive after I get some speed up. So Real happy about that. The motor's strong. Vehicle rides good. Doing my traditional 7-mile loop that I usually do. It's got some good hills and curves in it and stuff like that. It's just a good route. On West A Street, I'm gonna take a right here to West A. There's second gear. There's third gear. And then somewhere along the line, if I get up enough speed, it'll slip on into fourth gear. You can barely feel it go, so that's good. Don't need to feel it. All right, we'll call this one quits. We'll go back and put the air breather on it. I'm running it without the air breather just because every time I have to adjust that cable, I have to pull the air breather off. So this hood didn't have any insulation on it. So it's just bare metal. Not really any danger of sucking anything down into the engine. So we'll get back and put the air breather back on it and move on to that lowering job with the LS swap square body. All right, here we go. As we usually do, throw our notch up there and use it as our template. I really need to make me some cardboard templates. These things are getting heavy. Get us a template going, and usually I go about a 1/2 inch off of that line. Puts me right in the place that I need to be. Maybe you may want to be a little more precise with your build, but I've done this hundreds of times now on these square bodies, just about to the point where I can just almost eyeball where we need to be. Kind of score that a little deep and it'll snap right off. All right, so we got her notched on each side. That usually takes me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. If I'm right on it. It could take me up to 2 if I'm lazy. So I got that notched. Now we're gonna pull our U-bolts out, let the diff drop down onto those stands, get the leaf springs loose and on the bottom side of our axle. Now, the one thing I noticed is he laid out some blocks. We don't usually put the blocks on when we flip one. He must be wanting to go real low on this one. I don't know if I like that or not. Well, she's not sitting as low as they're gonna want it. I'll take a little bit more off of that spring, front springs. Well, she is sitting on the ground. That's low. Here's this LS beast that's in here. Big old supercharger. Not supercharger, turbocharger. Why do I keep calling that a supercharger? Because I just don't know no better. Yeah, that's on down there. It's not hitting anywhere though. Should be okay. I cut those front coil springs just to the point where they are not sloppy in the spring pockets when you lift it. So you don't want to really go any lower than that. It still has good travel. We'll probably have to adjust the camber out on it a little bit. Got this turd running on its own. It's going into gear. We're getting the fluid level right now. This one I go to the body shop and get the paint work done on it. That color green right there. I like that green. All right, old green machine. We'll see if it's going to go in gear. It does, and it has somewhat of some brakes. And it's taking the fuel. Very good. Get this thing out of Mike's way so he can get the LS swapped when they're in. He's got some interior work to do to it. Like I said, this is it's either square body hell or square body heaven, just depending on your perspective.
All the way apart and welded. Look at this. It's broke right here.
So this is the LS C10 Custom Deluxe that we lowered the other day and put the welds on. Mike's putting new carpet in it, and he'll put a new dash pad on it. There's the dash pad. And right now he's repairing the seats, or the seat. What do you got to do to it?
Well,
What's broken on it?
this seat's broken
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
see, man.
And then the
Somebody took
bolt,
care of business, didn't they?
bolt that goes through here, getting the nut on the inside has fallen off. So I've got to re-weld a new nut here because when this rusted, I guess it broke, made it flimsy. So all this has got to be fixed.
That's that sliding in and out of the driver's side there.
Yep.
And it is kind of chintzy right there, isn't it? Look, this one's been welded already.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep. So I got to take this one apart. I got to take the foam off of it because this foam is highly flammable.
They probably had two big old boys working out of this truck for years, you know, sliding in and out of the seat.
Yeah, it was probably a work truck for that vibe.
The cover's really not that bad on it.
It has one slit in it. But it's not all, like I said, it's not all that bad.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot worse come in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, there's the new cover for it.
Yep.
Kind of a darker blue, ain't it?
Well, it's blue and cloth. I
right,
just got it
the
laying down.
cloth's about the same.
Yeah.
This one's just faded. All right, so there's that one. The black and gray one, we just finished lowering it. Silverado, mid-80s model, whatever. Looks pretty good. Sounds good. We had to do a lot of work to that. Mike did all new bumpers on it. Did new interior in it. On to the next. All right, this old blue one here's next. We'll get it lowered. Flat tire. Apparently it runs, but it don't run good. Ugh. Nasty. Maybe we better look under the hood before we attempt to start it. Small block Chevrolet. 5 liter from the factory, 305. Power steering, missing a bolt. Oh man, another electric fuel pump deal. Why do they do that? Edelbrock carburetor. Solid flexi fan, that'll take your fingers right off. Little tiny radiator in this thing. Yeah, let's see if she'll run. Oh yeah, she runs. She runs, but not today. Is this a choke? Well, we got us an Edelbrock. I've heard them called Edelbrokes. And I'm smelling some old fuel. This thing ain't squirting. I bet it's out of gas. Fuel tank's probably dry. Blue square body. $1986. We did get it to fire up and run. It was already running. Sounds pretty good. Sound bad at all. Sounds like it's got a little cam in it. factory manifolds. Beware the flexi fan. Mike will be doing some seats in this one. Dash pad, obviously. Let's get this thing up in the and see what it looks like underneath. Obviously, Chris has already put a clear coat on this one. Dirt daubers. Some Flow Masters. .350 turbo transmission. That's a bungee cord. New bungee. Been needing one of those. Always use a bungee. Yeah, everything seems to be in order on this one. Look at there, the wheels have been rubbing that tie rod. Yeah, it's just another lowering job. We'll probably, on this one, we'll definitely have to cut the tailpipes. What a shame. Because the rear axle will probably hit. So remember, we got to notch that frame. Axle flip. Drop it down below. Yep, there it goes. This. Alright, just hold her in for a minute. Hit it too far. Let that one hang now. This uttering.
Just loose. Make me nervous jiggling this truck around.
What's that?
Make me nervous jiggling this truck around.
Shouldn't go anywhere. A little further. Other bolt. Tell you what, man. She knocked one out. I'd like to get back in there for some reason. There. Perfect. Let that one hang. Find your washer and nut. Put a nut on the back side of each one of those bolts. They're in the bumper. Sitting on the bumper.
It is getting nice out here. It's supposed to be 74.
All right, so here's what we'll do now. we'll lower the truck down onto the axle. Find what you needed. What you looking for? Here's one. There's a couple there too. See all up under there. I'll just take this moment to remind y'all to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel if you like our content. I always forget to remind y'all, you'uns. All right, you ready? Let's lower this thing down onto the axle. Good enough where we can get a leaf spring back up in there. So at this point, we'll just mount our leaf springs like you've seen us do 1,000 times. A little further. All right, next victim, 1987 Silverado. 87 C10 Silverado Burgundy, I guess you would call it. Pretty solid looking truck. Runs really good. Fuel injected from the factory. Throttle body, 5.7 liter. It's got a little spot right there. It's like somebody's already sprayed some foam up in it. Mm-hmm. Down on that driver cab corner. You got the passenger cab corner, got some bubbling going on there. Overall. Okay, so on this 87, we got our notch kit in. And no, I didn't paint that blue. It came blue for some reason. That's the first time I've ever seen blue ones. I'm sure we're gonna paint that black. I accidentally, on this side, cut through my, well, this was on the exhaust, on the tailpipe, so that was melted. And this one I actually accidentally cut through. So these are to the tail lights. I'll have to repair that. All right, there's another one on the ground.
Didn't take the strap off the drive shaft.
Dang. Didn't take the strap off the drive shaft. 087. Starter keeps messing with us. It's sitting about right though. It looks good. We pulled the chrome off the sides and to put new chrome on and realized it looks like it was originally a white truck. White paint under that trim. White all back in here. Yeah, somebody went through the trouble to paint it. I mean, whoever painted it, repainted it, covered it pretty good actually. Makes a big difference in how one of these square bodies looks. Get it on the ground and put some wheels on it and clean it up. All right, so this one's next to be lowered, and it doesn't run. Of course, it's supposed to run. It needs a fuel pump put on it. I messed with this one the other day a little bit. I remember. It's a 1985 model. I think this is the one somebody put a later model TBI engine in it and probably didn't realize it had no provision for manual fuel pump, so they had to put electric on it. So all in all, yeah, the body's very solid on it. We'll get those ghetto wheels off of it and get it lowered, get it running, clean it up. It ought to clean up pretty good. The paint's all there. Of course, it looks like Mike's gonna have to do a seat in it. All right, we got this 85 in the air. And all in all, looks pretty good. We got a little hole there. And there's our 12 volt paint, or 12 volt micro electric fuel pump that looks like it came straight from Harbor Freight or somewhere. Mr. Gasket. And it's got an inline filter on it. Get a ground right there. That's not a very good ground. And this wire is coming from somewhere. We'll have to trace that down and see where that's coming from. Let's see what else we got here. We got us a yep, that's a TBI unit. No provision for fuel pump. What a shame. It's kind of a goofy place for a pump. I guess it's not too bad. We'll just have to find out where they got their power source from. Well, here's your power source. May have to run a new power source. All in all though, this one don't look too bad. It's always nice when the wheels turn. All right, this is the 85 with the electric fuel pump issue. I got to figure that out today, but first we're going to get it lowered. Working on that now. I've got the bump stops cut out. Getting ready to deal with the springs and the control arm shims. We'll get the axle flipped, the frame notched. Probably take us about 3 hours to get all that done. Then I'll see what's going on with that fuel pump. Scott's pulled the side trims off. He's cleaning those up. Gonna probably take a rubber wheel and get all that old glue off. Just get all that smoothed down. And I don't know if he's gonna put new trim on that or just clean it up and go without it. This is a pretty solid truck though. Walking around in circles here. I mean the body's solid. It's got a lot of mildew and stuff on it from sitting, but it ought to come apart pretty quick as far as the rear there goes. Well, we did get the 85 lowered. We got the motor running. Fuel pump was bad. Put a new pump on it. Cranked right up. Runs good. It's got the ghettoest wheels I've seen yet. See what she looks like after we get her outside in the wild. Not too awful bad. Those wheels aren't too bad, they're just too much chrome. What year is this?
75, I think.
75 4x4 Chevy. This one has a good paint job. They painted the reflectors, the emblems. Look at this right here, though. Did you notice this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're going to have to pop the hood. Oh, you got it?
Mikey's, this one needs some hood braces on it.
Yep.
Whoever the artist was, his name was Tim T. Hey, this thing's from Everett Chevrolet in Hickory, North Carolina. This is Rooster. We don't even know what this thing needs yet besides a paint job. We know it needs a starter. Yeah. Check this out. We got some headers. Headers run right into... Oh, I thought it was going into a single muffler. No, we got two mufflers. True duals.
Yeah. Tie wrapped up. Let's see if we got a starter.
All in all, though, it don't look too bad. Well, that's a real tight right there. You can see where that drive shaft has probably been bouncing off of that header collector. They should have never put headers on this thing. Anyway, yeah, we got to put a starter on it. Got the 350 turbo. Everything's just wet here in North Carolina, Kannapolis, Cabarrus County area.
Hook this one up and
Did
spins.
this thing did it have an extra tank in it at one time? No, it ain't got a fill on this side. You got the battery unhooked. Nice. So this one runs with a starter. We just put a new starter, or not a new starter. We had a used starter laying around. Just pulled that one out. Put that new one in real quick. She fired right up. Electric choke's not hooked up. Probably need to pull the lid, see what the choke's doing. Well, we've got this thing running, and it runs actually pretty good after we did the old Italian tune-up on it. But it was dripping oil. It dripped that puddle there, and then it stopped. So I'm thinking that probably the rear main seal on it, after it got heated up, probably stopped. Which that's good. That works in our favor. You know, it's just a consistent drip, and it stopped. And I did check the oil, so it's got oil in it. It didn't run out of oil. These old headers here, whoever put these headers on should have never done that. That was the biggest mistake for this truck ever. It's actually a pretty solid truck, pretty nice. Needs a new exhaust system. Really, it needs some rocker and cab support here. Wouldn't hurt. Cab support right here. I mean, but that's really the worst places in the body. Besides, somebody just went to town on the paint job, like an Earl Schaub paint job or something. Painted over all the emblems. Anyway, we're still chomping away at the square bodies. Just had another one dropped off. Guy just dropped that white one right there off. I'm sure it'll just get the treatment.
And the padding underneath gets wet and it stays wet, and then it can't go anywhere because the rubber's protecting the water from coming out. It can't evaporate. So, with that being said, it will stay wet underneath there, but this one is just immaculate. But it was still soaking wet.
With that being said, I'm surprised the floor's in such good shape.
It is. It's very surprising.
And the rockers too.
Everything. It's all in good shape in there.
Yeah. Good in. Needs a dash pad, which it will get.
We got that.
Mike's doing the treatment.
Carpets,
He's got his carpet laid out
seats already covered.
Back here in the back. Very nice. A nice dash pad here. I guess you're going to paint the dash pad?
Yes, sir. We're going to dye it dark blue.
Nice.
New door panel.
This the one that... Did it have a OBS seat in it? That's a factory seat, right?
Correct.
But this is kind of an OBS cover, right?
That's a factory seat.
That's a factory seat cover for the
What it came on it.
for the square body.
Yes, sir. Looks good.
Yeah, it looks very good. It's a beautiful lady. This one, did you already get your spark plugs put in?
Huh?
You got your spark plugs in already?
No, I was saving them
Oh.
for you.
Oh, you're saving them for me?
Yes, I didn't want to.
We'll put Jessica.
rob you.
We'll put Jessica on that. You want to put the spark plugs in this one? Huh? No, not right now. We're going to go check on the dog. No, later.
I was doing it.
All right, we see that Mike got his seat in, and he got his carpet all in. Got his dash pad on. Steering wheel back on. Looking good. Looking fresh. For this custom deluxe. What year was this one? Losing track. Oh, 86 model. I think I have to put spark plugs in that one still. This is the 87 Burgundy. Lowered that last week or week before. I don't know, I'm losing track. There's been so many that we've lowered. But this one, yeah, was in really good shape underneath as far as I remember. Really nice little Silverado. Mike's doing the treatment, recovering the seats, or the seat. Very nice. Oh, that carpet's in really good shape. It's just faded some. We'll probably dye it. Ooh, he's got some speakers. Directed. Never heard of that. Got him an amplifier and some speakers and subwoofer. I don't know. Maybe that's not called a subwoofer anymore. I don't know. I've been out of the radio game so long. Dash pad or cover. We just put these covers on most of them. It's the quickest, cheapest thing to do, but it dresses them up. Door panels on this one's already in really nice shape. Door shuts good. Was there anything weird about this one? I don't remember. It's a fuel injected one. Seemed like this one cranked up, ran good, didn't have to do anything. 1978 or 79, we think. Square body, of course. Short bed. Body pretty straight on it. A little bit of rust on the body. Not too bad. And then we go under. Someone put a new bed in, new bed floor, brand new. So somebody started doing the work. I guess they just gave up. We need a drive shaft. We need some transmission bolts. We need some torque converter bolts. We need some exhaust. We need to get our transmission lines hooked up. It appears someone began putting this engine in and didn't finish. And we did run it. Poured a little gas down the snoot, cranked her. Sounded good. Sounded like she built oil pressure.
Maybe they realize that you can't polish a turd.
I don't know. We've polished quite a few turds. Yeah, this one is really tore apart. Someone really. Oh. I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, with one like this, all we can do is just go one step at a time. I got my transmission lines hooked in. I mean, we have no way to know if the transmission's any good. I mean, it's an old 350 turbo. It probably is good enough. Knock sensor block. Knock sensor in the hole. This truck's too old to have that, so definitely, for sure, know this is a junkyard motor. We got to decide if we're going to keep the serpentine or go back with V-belt. Probably go back with a V-belt. I should have those pulleys laying around. I mean, it's something to work with. We've definitely had worse in this shop. We have definitely seen worse. I've got to come up with a drive shaft. There's a drive shaft in the bed of the truck. There's a bunch of parts in the bed of the truck, but the yoke is not on the end of the drive shaft. Where's the yoke that came? Oh, it must be in the bed of the truck. All right, now on this one, I don't even remember if we had a year yet. Is it a round eye or a square? I don't even remember. This is terrible of me. It's around. So whatever year that is, I've already started a video on it. This is the one that obviously had all the disassembly going on, and we have most of the parts here for it, but we're missing some things. But we're missing a drive shaft. So in order to get the proper measurement on that drive shaft, I got to go ahead and get the axle flipped. Because once you start raising one up, or lowering one actually, I say raising one up because you're raising the axle closer to the body, the length of the drive shaft is going to change. So we got to have a drive shaft made. I may as well measure it after I get the axle flip done. So that's what we're going to do now. I don't know if these bolts have come loose, or I may have to cut them with a grinder or a torch or something. We'll see. Now that really surprises me. I did not think that those bolts would come, or those nuts would come loose. I figured for sure I'd have to cut them. They're pretty crusty. All right, so I'm really surprised. I mean, these things that surprise you, that thing makes a lot of noise. Sorry about that. But you'll see one this crusty and think the bolts don't ever come loose. I'm gonna have to cut them and torch them, but they came right loose. Both sides came right loose. I'm gonna pull the springs out. And the Jessica just arrived. That's the real help right there. Yeah. Get our leaf springs under it. Jessica's unpacking our flip kit. She's a good helper. She learns real quick. She likes doing this stuff too. Alright, she's getting all that unpacked. The first thing we're going to need is the U-bolts, those plates, and the flip kits. And there should be, those are probably the shock extensions. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Yeah. Drop in the fuel tank, maybe. Jessica's cleaning our exhaust up. We're trying to make a crossover pipe here. This is giving me some clean area to weld to. Here's where we are on 78, 79, whatever year it is, round square body. I'm gonna call it the hodgepodge because right now we're hodgepodging an exhaust system together. I'm just taking some old pieces that we've thrown away, but that was in our metal pile, and I welded a piece in here and connected it to here. Now we're putting us a couple of pieces together here and hanging our muffler here. Jessica's getting her old hanger off so we can get a new hanger on it. All right, here's where we're at on this round eye. I'm just going to start calling them round eyes because I can't tell the difference in the years. It's a Silverado 10. We've got no badging left under the hood. I'm not going to run the VIN numbers. Somebody said it was a 73. I've been calling it a 78. We'll go with 73. Heck, I don't know. So we've got our new fuel tank in it. I just put new fuel in it. I've got new fuel lines on it. We're getting ready to turn the engine over and see if the fuel pump will bring some fuel up. We did do our notch kit today. My son came over and cut the notches in, as you see, and drilled them in and bolted them. That was very helpful. He also put the new radiator in. Got the hoses hooked up, transmission lines, all that. So we'll see what happens. Too old, no, I'm saying.
Come out here and get dry shaft.
That other can is fuel as well, Scott? I mean gas?
Yeah, both of them are full.
Okay. Put a little fuel down the throat here and see if she likes that or not. Reckon she'll like that. I don't know if she will or not. Come on, baby, run. Let's see what she does with it. I filled the bowl up. I think I did anyway. Well, maybe we'll get a fire. Oh my gosh, we got a dead battery. Stupid fuel pump is probably no good. Sick and tired of fuel pumps that don't work. If you don't mind, just reach in there and turn the switch.
I will do it. You ready?
Yep. Do it again.
Okay.
Alright, that's it. Yeah, fuel pump.
Fuel pump's out because you filled your bowl up. What run good there for a minute?
Yeah, it runs good. Yeah, it sounds good too.
You ain't got no clicky, kicky, ticky,
Yeah, I like
ticky,
that
ticky.
quiet muffler he bought. I can't stand loud stuff anymore. So yeah, he said he had a fuel pump here. A fuel pump.
Electric or manual?
No, he's got a manual one somewhere here, he said.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, what we'll have to do is, it runs good, but obviously the pump's bad, so we'll have to put a fuel pump in it. Apparently we have a new manual fuel pump around here somewhere, just have to find it. So we'll get that pump on there and get it cranked back up. All right, we got the old girl running. Runs pretty good. For something that's just been sitting around. We've been piecing it back together, trying to get some transmission fluid in it right now. This truck has really come around, although it sounds like crap right now. It's running really good. I've got a belt squealing. I can't get it to stop. It's an old belt, and I've used some old belts to kind of clean the pulleys up. They were rusty, so we'll get some new belts on it. That Quadrajet's running perfectly. Got the transmission topped off, and the transmission came around. As you can see, right now we're in reverse. Got a new drive shaft under there spinning. I've got new fuel tank in there. Nothing seems to be leaking. We got our new muffler there. Sounds nice. Not too loud. I don't have a fan on it yet. It's pretty cold today. It shouldn't overheat, but I'm going to cut it off here in just a minute. Yeah, we may be getting a little hot. Temperature gauge don't work, of course. Yeah, the old Silverado 10. I think this is a 1973. I was calling it a 78 earlier in the video. But I'm not going to be able to finish this. I'm leaving town. And part of that time I'll be out of the country. I'll be gone for about 20 days. And I don't know if they'll try to finish it up while I'm gone or hold on to it until I get back. I don't know. I'm going to try to get the brakes done tonight, at least. But yeah, it's running good. I need to get an air breather on it. This truck just, I mean, as you've seen and watched our video, I mean, it came in pieces. In absolute pieces. Try to get an air breather on it so nothing to get into the carburetor and get down into the engine. All right, guys, thanks for watching our video. I'm down here in sunny Florida, Space Coast region, and we're down here for several days, and then we're gonna leave the country for a little bit. So I'll be back on February the 2nd. And we'll continue that square body that we were working on, as well as some other projects that are in the future. And we'll try to continue to bring some footage. And again, we really appreciate y'all watching. Remind you again to like, share, and subscribe if you like our content. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But we'll see you later.